smoking over there where all the smoke is. Oh yeah, is it amphibious? Pardon? Yeah. Dibner's van, Fred Dibner. Engines are down this court. Yeah. No. Yeah. Years ago when all these were in use and what have you. You've got the full size ones now. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Ah, yeah.
Maybe the variety of bodies, general service bodies, combination bodies, radios on the motor stud bodies. They never fall in the drive. Remarkably quick, 50 miles an hour, quite easily. Pretty flexible back to it. Quite like car. So as we clear the arena of our military vehicle,
It's about 12 foot high.
we're going to bring in, hopefully, in a couple of minutes, our motorcycle.
I've got to get that through the gates.
That would be brilliant. Big thank you to the MVT Marshal down there. We must show off these magnificent machines. It's quite interesting. I've been a preservationist for 50 years, something like that. And the way that the movement has gone, you know, you go back 25 years, you would have never have seen the Japanese motorbike in the arena and the steam ramp. But now they are accepted as the right machine. And what we tend to find is a lot of these machines are what people remember when they were growing up, or they had one when they were 16 or 17. Then obviously wives and jobs and family get in the way, and then eventually it's just a disposable income, and they end up with getting back to where they wanted to be. So if you just keep going round the time or two, I hope you've all plenty of petrol with you. I can smell the two-stroke oil from here, but I haven't had a whiff of any natural oil yet. wonderful display.
People buy this, they don't even know.
With a microphone, they don't want to compete with some obscure reason. So you're going to have to bear with me. Good people are usually speaking on the microphone. So get this information. 1 row, 3 rows, 3 rows, 6. All getting off, all walking away now. I can't walk towards to the microphone. So we'll start over.
I know. See, they've got the having the steam engines in later because they're all steaming up. Pardon?
Scrapes, you know.
Yeah, Astle Park Farm. Yeah. They'll walk around it. It's a cooling water, I think. Oh yeah, it's pumped. That's the generator. Single cylinder diesel. There's your coffee ones. That one. See some of the stationary engines going at once.
Okay. Such as a lot of these are towing a trailer, they are remarkably powerful little machines. Number 3, Alexander there. Mark Adams from Norfolk, another 4-inch scale Burrell road locomotive. Number 1, top of the table, Rob Heath here with Supreme from Stoke-on-Trent. Followed by 27, Mick Moore with his 4-inch Garrett called Rose. Garrett's still down in Leaston in Suffolk, and there's still a very good museum down there in the long shot. Again, remarkably powerful. Next one in number 14 is Phil Elston and a 6-inch steam wagon, 6-inch Bowden, called Pride of Sand. Number 21, Alan Gibb on Luby Loo, a 6-inch scale, so this is half size of a Burrell gold medal tractor. So a tractor is a lightweight traction engine, a little bit quicker down the road, got the belly, no boiler lagging, halfway, no more of the lagging on that. Number 18, Darren Haddock, 6-inch scale Savage, so in two Savage miniatures. That's Jenna from Norfolk. I can't see the number on that one, but number 28 is David Bacon, another Foster, 4-inch scale, Amber, from not far away in Astle. Again, if you look at that, it's actually got a... Number 21, Alan. 29, number 29, Daniel Clark on the 3-inch scale, Marshall Sydney, comes from Macclesfield. Number 11, I've seen that on Big Mac. Number 11, number 4-inch scale, McLaren, around the country commentary box. Robert and Matthew Hans from Derbyshire, with a 4-inch scale, Garrett roller. Really, really unusual to see a miniature steamroller. Very, very unusual indeed. Absolutely stunning. It's a half-size Fowler V6 Stoneman's engine, and it is a replica of a full-size one used by Anderson and Rowlands, the West Country showman. The line is still in existence, and that started as manufacturer's sample. So if you were Fowler's salesman going out to Mozambique to try and sell sugar plantations, some big families, you take a 26-ton of engine, you take a minute to reach it, and you'll be able to demonstrate all the salient features. If you're interested in getting a miniature, the easy way is to buy one already made. You can also buy them as kits. There are several manufacturers. The centre engine, if it was a Gallopers, probably the riding master's living wagon, When they got onto the Cobra, onto the fairground, then it was used to build up the right. As this one goes past, you'll see there's some pulleys on the back, there's a wire rope behind the hind wheel, so that will be used to lift some of the bigger cars into place. And then of course, when the ride's off a roller, you see quite a lot of Fowler machines. Again, two-man job on there, this time it's a right-hand drive. Again, Showman's locomotive, the twisted craft on there, including the name, they were Showman. They wanted to put on the best show that they could, wanted to put on the out-compete their competitors for getting the right. On the four-line loaders behind the tipping, we used an exciter to make dynamo on the front. But what was happening was there's so much load put on. So we've got a racing roller coming in now, very famous roller here at Astle Park. Driven by Tack, I think it is. Tack, you must have been here quite a few years now. Steady up a minute, Tack, steady up a minute.
Like on the pressure machine.
So back to the famous roller, those who used to follow Fred Digner on television even now. Everybody knows Beck, everybody knows Fred. Always used to love coming to Astle Park Rally. Tack just done final work on it. And it comes in, I think asked him when the first time he came to Astle Park Rally, he said when he was a baby. So isn't that fantastic? Nice road roller there, got the Scarifier on the back. Down to Chelford again, of roller manufacturers. This one was used to a very famous contractor down in Cornwall, Art Dingle and Son, who were a very famous road rolling contractor. Single cylinder, so very simple to the engine, goes in the pole trailer, and then hooks the pole trailer up to the door. It's usually a famous family, very, very famous single Hornian down in Bedford.
Doing A-level.
And this one is named after George. No longer with it. Coming with big balls on it.
I'm still looking for that wheel.
So coming with the arena down the bottom there, we have a very nice general purpose. Bit of haulage for the people haulage and so on and so forth. Built by the Foster's firm down in Lincoln. The Foster's claim to pay was that 1916 on the showbox had a little remote spot of the First World War tank, a lot of space. What we did was a single cylinder up on there. And we're very close with the two chemical objects in the government. So when we're working on the belt, the governor will be brought into play, and as a centrifugal force falls out, that regulates the steam into the system. Down to Rochester now with Paul Foster. Rochester is 10, 18 and quarter. The pounds and horses 10 on there. Conversation is credited with the introduction of the self-moving steam engine. Prior to that we'd had portable engines. Conversation had the idea to use the portable engine and use the engine to drive the wheel. So this is just oh no, I believe, young man and lady, congratulations are in order. What happened last time? Another 18, over on. So the light used to road haulage, we moved them back in the day, this is the ride with the pantechnicals to help you move, load the bricks, moving, and so on and so forth. Back down to Chelford, the demonstrator, normal. Absolutely superb this work now. One big up on there, one big through, absolutely fantastic. New John Murphy, I think we all think is now the result. Those inquiries for this system, but as always, beautifully turned out. Absolutely stunning piece of machinery. Claims look powerful. When it was delivered, John Murphy said to Fowler, we could get work and it would get run into the ground. This engine, believe it or believe it not, is the engine back to the people said it could never be rebuilt, but how good it's tested and this is what we see today. Another agricultural engine, general purpose engine, another solar, compound engine. This is in the control book, the top end of most this is registration on that as well. Jonathan, good afternoon, how well? With your little Steve focus, what word have you got? Quite a
Oh, they've got a whistle, haven't they? Don't they stand fab? Oh, right.
biggest joy. Absolutely perfect. I love this meeting. You're going to get run over by a Fowler.
Yeah.
The Forest Maiden, might be smaller than the big one we've seen before. So again, this is a Trojan tractor. So maybe another soil. Compound engine, and they have been a remarkably big cylinder block on that. This is used to hide the wall of walls being curtain and blanket walls of cylinder. But again, second purpose engine, road haulage, winching, and so on and so forth. Next one is the Irene Allen, with Frank Richard. That's the top. The big flywheel that all the other rolls on.
That old line.
The simple reason for that is we designed to roll Astle. And with Astle, when we roll the top, we're negating the Astle. But with this, it's instant reverse. So the stop will go backwards immediately. Back and forward again. So the minute stop is into the index. Maybe Derek, another Fowler. John Fowler was got the full length. So within a day, 1977 to 1977, another very famous slogan, the whole of the west of Manchester, or down in Jersey, down in Jersey. Talk a little more. And another small child in the coal boat, but this time sitting on a car. The next one coming past the water get a bit more pressure, and on the back there the scarifier. So the scarifier is wound into the ground when the roads were waterbound, so that chipping and water and then rolled in. So when they wanted repairing, you put the scarifier down, you rip the road up, the crew levelled it, and you roll. The other one up there, it will be in the European time.
Yeah.
Another Aisling tractor.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean,
Again, a compound engine. Oh, there's another child in the coal bunker. Another Ailing with a rather large whistle on there. Adelana, another compound engine in very nice used condition. Yeah, absolutely lovely that. Notice the handbrake. The handbrake is a wooden block that is wound on against the flywheel. So as it comes past the truck, not for the faint-hearted. Cinderella now, another Ailing, 10-ton Ailing, or 8-ton Ailing, another single. The roller driver was quite an automatic one. We replaced with the roller during the week. The roller was in charge. The driver would live with him, get the engine ready to work each morning, then on Friday or Saturday morning. It's not unknown for the wife as well to travel with the driver. Another roller, another Fowler coming in front of me, another compound engine. Again, young lady up there again. Got the shades on today. So looking cool. Absolutely wonderful. What stories to tell at school when you go back? What did you do at the weekend? Ever watch Fulton on the Alert? Started off with Danny McCallum in Glasgow, lived down in Chelford, and started to build steam wagons. Now we've seen the boating wagon, and over time, this one is undertime, so the engine is actually underneath the chassis, and it's driven by a shaft, hence the S in S6. S for shaft drive 6 and 6. The side went into the back, and was used as well, that has been restored today. These were very capable machines back in the day, quite capable of 30, 40 miles an hour, sometimes even faster. Put unity taxes on really good vehicles, based on their rated weight. The young lady weight steam wagon is obviously a lot more than a diesel wagon. Another Foster here, Winnie. Another Ailing, rusting up. This one I believe was used to Hereford Rural District. Rollers, as I say, were probably the last working steam engines in the United Kingdom. And what tended to happen was when the roller driver retired, the steamroller at all sorts of events. Registered in Astle by the locomotive track. National tax independent of 1916 over to Houston. Well, I presume it was people attacking tax. You look at the hanging off the front, you see the spud up on the foot. Always beautifully turned out after those jigs. Another Fowler tractor. This one you see is actually still on the steel spoke. Mr. Boiler. And I think you're very brave wearing that dress, driving a steam engine. Yeah, not exactly. Not all of them did, and that would depend on the owner, the original operator, whether they had the full cab, the half cab, the three-quarter cab, basically what way they had. One collar we've got on the field today, 1883 I think. So a very, very early Wallace, and you can sort of tell that because of the diameter of the boiler, and it just has that age about over it. But are you there? You're still alive, haven't you? You're probably running around. Yeah, don't blame you. Yeah, 50th birthday yesterday, congratulations. Another little tractor, showman's tractor. Little Ailing and Porter. Again, used by the showman who didn't have such. Yeah, I think we've got 550 family here this weekend. But again, little steam tractor, used by the showman who wouldn't have particularly big rides. Maybe a bit of side stuff, hoopla, hooker does that type of thing. Back down to Elworth now. Foden, Edwin Foden. Sorry, look at the driver up there. Well done, you're doing a good job. that's the Foden. Another Devonshire engine. In fact, I don't say enough about this one. This is this lovely, lovely engine. Winding drum behind the hind wheel. You see the fair leads at the back, big tow hook on the back.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's a kit technique.
Another Fowler roller coming in, at the bottom. We get lovely turned out roller this one. Hours and hours and hours of work going to the hours of work behind the scenes, the winter time maintenance, always something to do with them, always the dread of the boiler inspector, what is wrong with the fire top for the boiler. So again, a lovely little tower.
Come through, this is the biggest.
And again, a really young man driving this engine. And he made a superb job of it yesterday. Not the easiest things to drive, because you've got to be a little bit sensitive on the regulator. Give it too much and it sets off like a rocket. Don't give it enough. Well done, young man. Well done. Nearly had to have a go with somewhere else. And that's where these machines were exported to. Remember, another young man up there on the regulator. He's doing a good job. Doing a good job. Got to start them young. Really got to start them young. Then they understand what these machines were all about. Things in front of the fairground, just because it's a little bit awkward to get out. A little bit of health and safety going on there. Very tight corners and reversing. These doesn't really mix with these machines. Absolutely under control with that match. Fantastic. Well done that man. Now, we are really lucky to be able to use this park here at Astle Park for this traction engine rally. And I've rid of a note here, so outdoor shows and the family would like to take a moment to remember the landowners of Astle Park. That's Alan and Frida Baskerville. Traction engine rally was the longest standing event and was Alan's favourite event of the year. So, in memory of Alan and his beloved wife Frida, can the engine drivers please pay tribute to them with the loudest toots and whistles the traction engine can make. So, let's hear it, ladies and gentlemen, for Alan and Frida Baskerville. think now's a very apt time to remind ourselves why we do this and how it all started. The traction engine movement, or the preservation movement, started in earnest 75 years ago this year. Yeah, you heard that right, 75 years. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was the start of the preservation movement as we know it today. If that hadn't happened, then possibly something else would have done. People were still enthusiastic about steam. People were still, could still remember CBU. But that was the catalyst that started it. And there was a rerun this year. Look at the traction engines, just to look at the general scene around them. So the vehicles, the cars, the Land Rovers, even the fashion. It just gives you a real idea of the amount of time. And when you see vehicles that were brand new back in the early days of preservation and now being preserved today. So we have those two guys. We will be bringing this team back in, so again, well worth sticking around for. The canopy, and I have never seen such fancy scroll work on the inside of the canopy. The other interesting thing up under there is the bell, and the bell was used for signalling. So when you had a trailer or two trailers on, the brakemen on the trailers would have a piece of string attached to the bell and pre-organised signals, and that was the way of communicating with the driver and the fireman. Jonathan Brazzi in his little Brazzi. So as Jonathan said, he's getting out of the place. Best costume judging at 7:30, and then a light parade along the prom at 8 o'clock. So really, really worthwhile going to have a look at it. A fantastic display with the gold wing class on. Tractors. Following that, at about 2:30, our commercial vehicles, 3:15 our classic cars, and then back at 4 o'clock for the final arena event of the day, which is going to be the Grand Steam Parade again. So hopefully we can get all the engines in the arena then. We have 53 on site today. Wonderful Scammell show track round.